Checking Facebook comments on my phone.
You would be doing what?
Facebook comments on my phone. So if you see me looking down, that's why.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Welcome back to Alabama Care, everybody. My name is Sarah Williams, and today I have Rebekah Allen from the Kaleidoscope Adult Day Program, and today we'll be talking about the day program. Rebekah, if you would introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. Like you said, my name is Rebekah Allen. I'm the program manager for Kaleidoscope Goodwill of the Gulf Coast Adult Day Program. Just a little bit about myself. I have my bachelor's in recreational therapy, and working here at this program, I really get to utilize my skills by creating innovative activities for the participants.
Give me 1 second, I'm pulling up the broadcast. Okay. The first question anybody is asked when they come to Alabama. Auburn or Alabama?
Well, I'm originally from Mississippi, but working here with the participants, we're actually planning a party because the game's coming up in November. I'm gonna have to go with Alabama just because that's where the majority goes in here.
Oh no. Oh no.
Are you Auburn?
I'm Auburn. I graduated from Auburn.
Oh, we're War Eagles. I go back and forth.
Okay, let's see. Okay, this is actually one of my favorite questions just because I like to learn about, I'm a big music lover. So if you had to pick one song, what would be your favorite song?
Probably Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus,
Ooh,
just because I sing it with our participants every Thursday for karaoke. That's my go-to
that
song.
sounds fun. That sounds fun.
Yeah, I do my own rap part in the song.
Oh, do you? That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Okay, could you tell us a little bit about what Kaleidoscope Goodwill Gulf Coast is
Yes. Well,
and the history behind it?
yes.
A little bit of history.
Like I said, Kaleidoscope is a program through Goodwill of the Gulf Coast. Many people think Goodwill is just a store, but they don't realize that there's so many different programs. The store actually helps fund our program. There's no outside funding. Um, but basically, it's a program for young adults who have recently transitioned out of high school and other non-senior adults who desire to remain active. Our goal is to help the adults with developmental disabilities to enhance their social skills, their characteristics, anything important to personal growth. And we try to do that through our recreational activities. But we go on field trips, community outings. We could do cooking demos, pretty much anything and everything we do it. But a lot of them just come here to have fun and make friends. So we also provide that avenue for them also. But the history behind it, Mr. Frank Harkins, the CEO of Goodwill, and the late Judge McMakin, they actually came up with Kaleidoscope. His daughter was transitioning out of high school, and he was like, "What next?" So they created Kaleidoscope, and it's coming up on its 10-year anniversary in April. And we're growing. We're actually expanding our program because originally when it started out, it just had a few people. We now have 45 people, but we have so many people in need of our services. We have like a waiting list for our program. So we're actually expanding our program. I'm excited about that. It's going to be happening in 2 months, so we'll be able to bring in more people.
Awesome. Let's see. I already have some Facebook comments.
Okay.
Chad Craddock said, "Hey Rebekah, I am here."
Oh, Tom, hey.
And Tony Clark Jornby said, "I think my son would be very interested in your program. Keep watching and we'll get the contact information, Tony."
All right.
Let's see. How did you personally get involved with it?
Well, like I said, my bachelor's is in recreational therapy. Recreational therapy is kind of a small family, small network. So I was working at a assisted living facility as activities director, and my best friend was working at Kaleidoscope. And so we would combine field trips. They would come to my job and play bingo with my seniors, and we would host different parties back and forth. I'd bring my seniors here for the Mardi Gras ball. Well, she moved on to another career, and I was like, you know what? I really enjoy working with those participants. I had volunteered at Camp ASCA, which is a camp for special needs, and I just really liked the population. So I just came on over.
I
And that's,
actually went to Camp Asca
I really, it's a lot of fun. A lot of
for
our participants go out there.
a bunch of years. I don't even
Okay.
know how many, honestly. Yeah, that's actually where I met my best friend at, was Camp
Oh,
Asca.
nice.
It's a great camp.
It really is.
Um, okay, so how long have you personally like been involved with Kaleidoscope?
I've been working here for 4 years. Um,
Years.
July was my anniversary. So I just made 4 years.
Oh yeah, I did because it's September.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, this is the question that most people are gonna have.
Mhm.
Um, who do you serve? What like certain ages and what counties?
Okay. Well, like I said, because Kaleidoscope's through Goodwill, so Goodwill services over 10 counties in Alabama and Florida. But particularly for our program, you have to at least be 19 years of age. We don't have an end age. We do have some qualifications for this program. Just the way it's designed, you have to be able to function independently as far as like using the restroom and feeding yourself and have basic communication skills. But like I said, there's several programs Goodwill offers. If anybody's
Hmm.
interested, I'll give you guys the website. You want me to give it to them now?
Yeah, you can
But
go ahead.
like I said, okay. So the website for Goodwill, where you can find all the different programs, is www.goodwillgolfcoast.org. And like I said, there's so many programs out there, like job training, work training, GED programs, adult education. There's so many to name. If you guys want more information, just go to that website.
Let's see. Okay, so if they would like to join, how would they do that? Is there like an application or how what's that process?
Yeah, so if you want to join Kaleidoscope, you would first get in contact with me. Like I said, we do have a waiting list, so I would email you the initial application, and as long as they qualify, I would put you on our waiting list. And just because it's a waiting list doesn't mean you're not going to get in the program. You know, we're adding people every month. But I would call you in for an interview where you would come in with your participant, and we offer free trial days, 2 consecutive days. They would come in just to see if they even like the program, if they want to be here. And then after that, we would just go from there.
Okay, now, your contact information, because you said they would
Oh,
contact you, correct?
yes. So my name's Rebekah Allen. My email is rallen@goodwillgc.org, or they could give me a call at 251 375 2177. And we also have a Facebook page. You guys could write our Facebook page. It's Kaleidoscope at Goodwill of the Gulf Coast, and just send a message through there if you can't get in contact with me. But our Facebook page is where we post our pictures and everything, where you can see what we're doing in our program.
That's how I found them. Their Facebook page. Let's see. We have a question from Tony Jordan B. She said, would there be any assistance with transportation to get there? He doesn't drive, and both me and my husband both work.
Okay. Yes, I'm sorry. I should have mentioned that. So we don't offer any transportation, but a lot of our participants do take the Wave Transit. They have a certain bus for special needs, so where they would pick you up from your house and bring you to our facility. And so at the end of the day, we just we walk them out front and they get on the bus. So a lot of them utilize the wave, so that's always an option.
Gotcha. Okay. Someone said, "Can you repeat your number again?"
Oh yes, sorry. It's 251-375-2177.
Okay, so can you go more into what services you provide and like how they're provided?
Yes. As far as like
Just
Kaleidoscope or
specific.
Goodwill as a whole.
Just as a whole, I guess, and
Oh, okay.
Kaleidoscope. So
Okay.
basically both.
Okay, so I'm mainly with I'm the program manager for Kaleidoscope. So the services we provide here, like I said, we try to do community outings to work on their communication skills and their social development. We do arts and crafts. We do social learning activities. We do physical activities. Everyone needs to remain active.
Yep.
And we
Especially right
also
now.
are, yes. And we also are starting to utilize the other programs that Goodwill offers, like digital skill training. So that's something we are starting to offer to our participants if anybody wants to enhance their digital skills. Most of them pretty seem to be tech savvy with their iPads and computers, but if anybody wants to learn about like Microsoft or PowerPoint, we have a
That's
class
pretty
that can
cool.
help them with that.
That's
But
pretty cool.
pretty much we just try to enhance their overall skills. Now, as far as Goodwill as a whole, like I said, there's so many programs. I know we utilize their free book program. Twice a month, we'll take our participants over there, and they love picking out books. But that's anyone can come and pick out books. I don't know if you guys know that. Goodwill just gives their books for free. Any books that they get donated, they give them out to the
Hmm.
general public. They also have a tax prep program, medical assistant equipment program. If anybody's looking for a medical device, they can come up to our main campus. It's on Gordon Smith Drive. I don't know if I gave you guys the address, but
No.
2440 Gordon Smith Drive, Mobile, Alabama. If anybody's looking for any type of adaptive equipment, we might have it for you. If you need a GED testing, our site is on the same address. But if you're looking for a job, they have job readiness programs. Um, any type of program, Google has it.
Gotcha. I kind of did something similar, like the social skills and all that. I worked for Alabama Department of Rehab for about 3 years and
Okay.
did some similar stuff. Let's see. Sarah, Dylan, he really needs something like this. Contact Rebekah and she will help. Hopefully.
Yes. Yes.
And Dylan would get a lot of enjoyment out of that, though.
Yes.
Um, okay, this is also a big one. How has COVID affected services?
Well, when COVID first happened, we shut down for 6 months, so it affected our program drastically. And I was sitting at home thinking of my participants, like they're probably at home bored like I was. So
Mm-hmm.
I initially started doing Zoom with my participants, like playing games. I learned how to play like bingo online, just all different types
Oh,
of
wow.
games. And then we were able actually to reopen with those services. We even did drive-by parties for them. They would come up and do different things outside. They just enjoyed seeing each other because a lot of people with disabilities, they like structure. So when their routine is
Mm-hmm.
changed, It's a major problem. So when we actually reopened where we could have people come back to our program, we had to go from having 26 people a day to only having 12. So we had to change people's schedules. People who used to
Wow.
come every day weren't able to come every day. Try to social distance with this population was challenging. Everyone loves to hug, so we had to learn like, no, you can't hug. Fist bump. So, but luckily we have went back to resumed full capacity, and we're back to how we were operating before COVID. So things have gotten a lot better, but when COVID first hit, it was very challenging.
Right, yeah. I think that was honestly my biggest thing when COVID first started because I moved to Georgia about a year ago. But when I was back in Alabama and COVID had first started, I was still like working in person. And I'm a very big hugger. So not being able to hug anybody was probably the biggest challenge I had.
Mm, yes.
It it wasn't fun at all. Um, Tony Jornby said, where'd it go? Thanks so much for the information.
You're welcome. Hope to hear from you.
Um, Okay, so what is one piece of advice you could give to the disability community, like as a whole?
I guess just if I was a parent of someone who had a disability, or if I had a disability, just like self advocacy, like making everyone aware of the options that they have. Yes, there's going to be limitations, but with the right resources, anyone's able to succeed. There's a lot of different programs for people with special needs that a lot of people don't even know about. People who
Right.
are going out of high school, they don't even know about our program, or not just Kaleidoscope, but like job readiness programs. That Goodwill offers job coaching. So if your participant wants a job, they have someone that can go with them and help them. There's a lot of different resources out there that people just aren't aware of.
Yeah.
So I guess my one piece of
This
advice was just being more knowledgeable. Just because your child might have a disability, it doesn't stop there. They can easily, function just like everyone else does.
this is one reason why I wanted to do this interview was because there are so many people that don't know about after high school stuff. Because it's very well hidden. I also have a disability, and the Alabama Department of Rehab where I used to work, we didn't even know about that
Uh,
until I was in high school.
yeah, and that's one thing. Like I know our program. I went to Saraland High School recently for an outreach, and been to Augusta Evans. Of course, they know about our
Hmm.
program, but just getting the word out there is
Right,
helpful.
right. Um, okay, what's one thing you would change or make better for the disability community?
Um, let's see. One thing I would change, I guess, just to go back off what I said, just to get resources out there. I feel like when you first have someone with a disability, it I know it might be difficult, but for them to know all their options, up hand instead of finding out later, because a lot of people don't even know about the waivers or just different services you can get on to help fund
Yeah.
programs and just different things like that. So I guess just from the moment someone's born, getting the word out there, like here's a packet of resources for you. Just getting the word out there.
I wish there was a whole packet of resources. That would be
I
great.
know, like a handbook.
That would be great. Um, that is okay. So, is there anything else that you would like to talk about?
I believe you covered everything. Like I said, our main focus in our program is just to make sure everyone is, having fun and that they enjoy coming here. Um, like I said, we try to target that through different life skill activities, but the end goal is just to have fun. They just love,
Right.
making friends and having fun. But if they're learning, to enhance their skills along the way, that's a good thing too.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me go back to Facebook real quick, see if we have anything. Let's see. Don't think we have anything else, and I believe that was all my questions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was all my questions.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me. And like I said, if anybody has any
Yeah.
questions, just feel free to email me or call me, and I can answer more questions in depth for you guys.
And our Clifton, our tech guy, he put all your information in the chat.
Oh, okay.
So, if people go back and replay, they can see the information also. Let's see. Okay. Well, thank you for letting me interview you.
Yes, thank you for interviewing me.
And
I was a little nervous,
getting the word
as I
out.
can tell.
It's
Yes,
okay.
and spread the word.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll talk to you, everybody, on my next broadcast.
All right. Bye. Bye.
Bye,
Take care.
guys.